Hello and welcome to Arsenal Domination in what will hopefully be the first of two videos today. I know I'm spoiling you. This one will cover the possibility of Bobby Firmino signing for Arsenal, and the one later will be, and it is a riveting subject, I assure you, will be Arsenal's finances after their accounts were released yesterday. I know it doesn't sound exciting, and in some ways it's not, but I think it's very, very important. So please do tune in for that. But anyway, Bobby Firmino obviously plays in Saudi right now for Al Ahly. Probably butchered that. Apologies. Someone I'm sure can correct my pronunciation. And he has been left out of their league squad. He is no longer registered. There is a limit on the number of players that can be registered in the Saudi league. If they are not Saudi players, there is a limit of 10, and he no longer is in that 10 after they made new signings in the January transfer window. And he has been linked with a move to Arsenal because obviously Arsenal have significant issues in the forward line, and particularly at centre forward. He's a former Liverpool number 9. He did very, very well for them. And probably profile-wise, matches very, very nicely what Guy Havertz brings. He drops deep into those spaces, almost a false line linking play before moving late into the box. And so you can see why the fact that he's been left out of the Al Ahly side and Arsenal are in desperate need, he has been linked with a move. The assumption being that Al Ahly will release him from his contract or agree a mutual termination, given they've left him out of the league side, and that will enable him to move for Arsenal. He is registered still for the Asian Cup. They are still in the Asian Cup, and indeed he scored actually on Monday night, which again is good news for Arsenal, because I think one of the concerns I would have if he was to sign for Arsenal on a free would have been his match sharpness. I think that's true to some extent still, because although he's playing games, I think there's a difference in quality between the Saudi League, with all due respect, and the Premier League. But he is playing. He is registered still to play in some games, but not others. And you can see how that narrative, as I say, all comes together. There is an issue, though. Currently, he is not a free agent. He is still signed by his club in Saudi, and and doesn't look like he's going to leave. But secondly, even if he were to leave today, have his contract terminated, Arsenal, under EPL rules, cannot sign him. He is not eligible to be signed by Arsenal, and the reason for that is very, very simple. League rules state that the player must have their contract terminated and or be a free agent inside the English domestic transfer window. That has now expired. We are outside of that window, and therefore, unless Arsenal were to get an exemption on him, he is not eligible to sign for Arsenal. So the Bobby Firmino dreams, for want of a better word, because I don't think anyone was dreaming of a 33-year-old striker to come in and save our season, but him coming to Arsenal does not look likely unless Arsenal can get an exemption to sign him. They are looking apparently at an exemption for Max Dowman, who is, of course, in our youth academy. He is ineligible to play too because he's registered under 15, and therefore, under league rules, he is not eligible to play for the first team either. So Arsenal may be successful in one or both of those endeavours if indeed they are interested in Bobby Firmino and if indeed he became available. But there's a lot of ifs there, and that's why I wouldn't get excited by the prospect of Bobby Firmino coming, because the rules currently dictate he is not able to sign. Disappointment there, and from one bit of disappointing news to another, I just really very quickly want to cover my thoughts on Taihiko Tomiyasu, who underwent surgery recently for his knee. He's obviously out for the season now, only played 6 minutes this season, and I'm hearing that the rehab is quite complicated, and that could leave him out for the start of next season, certainly for a predominant amount of pre-season. It's further bad news for him as a player, and first and foremost, I think you've got to feel for him and wish him best in his recovery. He's, by all accounts, a really good guy, really nice man, and obviously when he's fit, he's an excellent player. I think right now the priority is getting him fit, and hopefully we'll get him playing for us next season. I know a lot of people say let's move on from him this summer. I can see that. I understand that narrative. I myself thought the same earlier in the season, that we probably had to move on from him because he is he's too injury prone. He didn't have an injury history before he came here, of course, but he obviously has had one since his arrival, unfortunately. And as a result, it made sense to move on from him. But Arsenal will not be able to sell him this summer. He's not going to be fit. It's going to be a Kieran Tierney situation, unfortunately. But the good news is, if this does fix him, like it did for Emil Smith Rowe a couple of years ago, then we have a really good defender and really versatile defender on our hands and in the squad for next season. I think that does bode well. But the main message here is, I hope he recovers well soon, and we will see him back on the field very soon. That's all for me for now. You will hear from me again later today, hopefully, if not tomorrow, on that video I promised. Let me know your thoughts on the Firmino news or on Tomiyasu. And with that, I will speak to you soon. Thanks. Bye.